Growing up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken from the 7th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hands up, lead! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make them hop.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3 and 12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Mixon with a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hands up, lead! Check 55. 2 back 2. Move! Slay! Let go! Go!
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's Jonah Williams, the 11th overall pick back in April. He was actually the first lineman taken. He's a guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch this. Hey, Alpha!
Dalton here from the gun. It's brought in left side by Tate. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Dalton able to haul it in as Kittle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Kill.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's get it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch the edge. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Regular. Change up.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. 368.
From the gun, Dalton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22.
Switch 6-6. Bullet.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch. Easy.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Double time. Hey, 4 down. Big edge.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
He's coming. We got double up. Under 10. Hey, alert.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No spacing. Get him, you got it. Easy. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Snickers, 66.
Now it's Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Double bump. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Got you, boy.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, he's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. A gain there of 21 yards.
Alex Erickson. A gain of 21 yards.
Hey,
And a 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Check 368. Check 24. Check 24. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. And all they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby shot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Side. Check it. Hey, Charlie. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
It's our time. Slam.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Roethlisberger, and he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Roethlisberger on the crossing route, complete. It's Washington. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let's go. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Who that? Who that? Wide. Get wide. Check 3.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Army. Kill.
Easy. 50.
52 is the mic, boys. 52.
Hey, exit.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Going deep for Moncrief. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger completes it to Moncrief left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
22, 44. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Big Ben going to take it himself. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On first and 10 is Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, high 7.
52. Mike 52.
From the 22, Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go deep and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He's checking. Crash.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Come on, dude. 368. Kill. 93, 52, 93, 44. 44. Here you go.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Open man, Erickson, that's complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 15.
On 1st down, Bernard. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So they get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Hands up. Lead.
Man, I got you. Check.
Hands up.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon.
Time.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is Moncrief for the catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think.
Delta.
SOS.
Middle.
SOS.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. 52.
I got one.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No spacing.
He's moving, boys. He's moving.
Alert. Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
65.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Whoosh! Johnson jostles free, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Buzz. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That's going to be a long day.
44. 52, Mike 52. I'm coming.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Heads up, BAT!
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
There you go, 368. Heads up.
On 1st down, Mixon. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Hot. 55.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.